What's good, everyone? Night Cage here. All right, so I'm back, and so the story is developing more, and this is the prelude to the next mission that's going to be coming up. That's going to be Inquisition and Sisters versus Chaos Orcs. It's going to be the demon killer, uh, the Red Orc, who has returned to Hoth this time in search of the lantern. But the Inquisition has to stop him from getting it. But I can't wait for you guys to hear this part of the story that I wrote before we get to the mission. It is really, really interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, we are on board the Sisters Errant, the Sisters flagship called the Emperor's Hope. And we are in Cannoness Talia's room, in her command room, and she's there with with the priests and her sister superiors who are on guard, and she's just received a transmission. She's just received a transmission from Vesper Prime. So Vesper Prime is the neighboring planet where there's a full chaos invasion that has taken place, and she's now learning about the whole sequence of events and how it's affecting her here on Hoth. So Talia and the Inquisitor have left the surface of the planet, and they're now back on the flagship. So we're gonna take it from here. So scanning the ether for messages, the astropath Aurelian on board the Emperor's Hope flagship of the Sisters Errant received distressing news. A horrible truth has befallen the Holy Order militant. Aurelian, with distress in her voice, contacted Cannoness Talia. This is Talia here, standing here that you guys can see. My lady, Aurelian said, we've received a distress call from the surface of Vesper Prime, a neighboring planet in this system. This communication is coming directly from the Cannoness Ammon, and it is grim indeed. Cannoness Talia replies, what has befallen our holy order? There was a long pause. Then Aurelian spoke again. We've made contact with Cannoness Ammon on Vesper Prime. I'm patching her through to your location now, my lady. So the chime came through. Cannoness Talia here. Speak, sister. Cannoness Ammon's voice crackled through the channel. My sister, I've contacted you in dire need. Our sisters have been sacrificed at the altar of a chaos shrine on Vesper Prime. The stories told to our holy order are true. This may be the beginning of the end of times. And Talia listened well and spoke softly. Surely, sister, you don't speak of the unholy shrine of the Pantheon and the 5 seats of terror. This is mythos, my sister. This story was told by Malcador the Sigillite before the Great Crusades. This is myth, not truth. No, said Ammon. The chaos has claimed the great monolith of the Pantheon, and a full chaos incursion has begun. Vesper Prime is under siege by the forces of Nurgle. The Space Wolves and the Ultramarines have arrived to provide support. But what's worse, Chaos Lord Dread has laid claim to the unholy monolith, and with the sacrifices of our 7 sisters, the gates of the warp are now open. The Chaos Gods seek to take the lantern from Hoth and use it to unlock the 5 seats of terror. With this grim news, Talia took it all in. Before Talia could speak, Ammon made a final request. Be warned, my sister, the lantern is made of the stuff of chaos. It's pure, powerful evil, and prolonged exposure will lead to damnation for sure. It took all of the Emperor's power to lock it away in a vault made by the Adeptus Mechanicus before the Great Crusades. With it, chaos will unlock the seats of terror, and the warp will bleed into real space, forever mutating and corrupting all the known worlds. Each seat is dedicated to one of the chaos gods. Once unlocked, the god will be able to take physical form in real space, and all will be lost. Do not try to use this power, my sister. It must be destroyed. If the lantern is destroyed, chaos will fail. If you try to harness its power for good or ill, it will unlock the 5 seats and it will corrupt all. Destroy it, sister. We'll be in contact. I'm out. So Talia was in awe and at her situation, and she just realized that her situation had just gotten much worse. The Lord Inquisitor wants to lay claim to the lantern and use its power. And Talia knew that the Inquisitor would not let her destroy it. So she would need to trust her instincts. Talia's trust for the Inquisitor was waning. She would have to be watchful because now she realized that the Inquisitor has known all along the evils that lie with the lantern. Why would he tell me that the lantern is Necron Archaeotech if it's not? Why would he hide, and why would she hide the truth? Just then, the Inquisitor Vesper enters the room. This is Vesper over here. She just comes into the room. Are we ready to mobilize our forces, Cannoness? I need to take that Archaeotech from the Necrons now. The orcs are massing in the east. Let's move. That's where we currently are. So the next mission that you guys are going to see, the Inquisitor and her forces are moving on Hoth, and the orcs are massing a huge wah, and Demon Killer is on his way to spread his corruption. There's a very interesting story about Demon Killer and how he became a demonic orc of Khorne and how he ended up working in the service of Angron's hordes, which we're going to get into later. More twists and turns coming. I hope you guys are enjoying the story. We are enjoying writing it, and we're enjoying playing it out, Plague Wayne and I. Don't forget to check his channel. His name is Charles Pope. You can find him on my channel if you guys are following the story. The next mission is going to be coming up. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for watching. Take care.